What is going on? It is James, aka the Comic Raider, and I am about a week overdue on this video, but I needed to get it done. I wanted to post these pictures up of some of my pickups. What I want to do is, last weekend was my birthday, so wife and I went out to San Jose, California, and we visited this really cool shop. Believe it's just called the Gameshop Downstairs. Gameshop Downstairs. And it was really, really cool. So what I wanted to do was show some pictures and some videos that I took of the place, and then also show some of my pickups that I got. So this place my wife found because it went viral recently. I guess on, like, I don't know, TikTok or something like that, where someone went, kind of recorded it, and it was packed. And I guess, I mean, obviously that's what happens when things go viral. Everyone wants to check it out. So my wife thought that I would have fun there, which I did, and so that's why we went. And while we were there was a bunch of other people who were talking about how they had just found it online and everything. So definitely the place has gone viral. It is very busy, especially if you go on a weekend like we did. They are closed on Sundays because we went on a Saturday. But yeah, it is a really cool place. Here I'm gonna put up a picture. This is gonna be the front of the store. The idea is that it looks like it's kind of hidden, right? It's gonna look like a comic book, or I'm sorry, it's gonna look like a computer store, which it does, and the buildings around it look exactly like this picture does. And so you walk in, and you're gonna be greeted with what is a fully functioning computer store, electronics, computers, laptops, accessories, all kinds of stuff. You go forward. You see the sign where it says Gameshop Downstairs. You hit your left, and you're going to see this door here. This is where you now enter to go downstairs, and it is where the magic is. So this is basically the view of now going downstairs. And then I also have this video of us entering downstairs. Now I am going to pause real quick because this case right here that I'm looking at actually has some really cool stuff in there that I'm going to throw up here. So for example, there was a old Xbox. It is a dummy console prototype, a developer kit in a dummy shell. It was used to exhibit game demos at promotional events such as E3 and PAX. The EMC written on the console means the kit went through environment testing for electromagnetic interference. That was for display only. There's also a PlayStation Vita test kit. Vita test units were used to present final products in a public environment, often at trade shows or retail meetings. This was used at Electronic Arts. They also had a test PS2. Basically same as the other ones, just a cool test kit of the PS2, along with the unfinished, unreleased PS1 Interplay controller. That one was pretty cool. And yeah, so that was what was in the case there. I just thought that was really neat to see some basically history at that point. And I really enjoyed that. At the bottom there, they had, those were all for display, not for sale, but at the bottom they do have in-box PS2s. They had an in-box Sega Genesis that you could buy. So I did. I was very tempted to pick those up, but I held off. So basically the rest of the video, as you can see in the video, there was also like computers and stuff in there. Upon entering, I now realized how busy this place was, so I hit pause on that specific video. And so then I made another one where I basically will throw up here of kind of a tour of the whole entire place. So I mean, you could see there's toys hanging, there is computers, TVs, there was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, comics. I mean, this place legit had everything. So I really enjoyed that. So we went around, did some digging. That was really cool. And then there's also another video that I'll throw up here This is going to be a second, kind of like a second room where all the video games are. So all the different consoles and all the different video games that they offer. Basically, I mean, think of a system that you remember from childhood. They had it, and they have the games for it. It was a very cool place. So yeah, that's pretty much the videos that I have as far as the place itself. It is packed. Like I said, it is very, very hot. It was quite sweaty down there. We went during the summertime, but still a cool place nonetheless. So now I want to get into some of my pickups that I got. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So this first one, the comic books, I dug through a bit. We didn't realize that they weren't open on Sunday. That was our original plan. So we kind of went last minute Saturday. So we only had about an hour and a half, I think, before they closed. So, and it is a place where you can kill that hour and a half fast. Looking at all the different toys, all the different cards, everything. So, comics, I didn't get to dig through a bunch. I don't think there's like a ton. It's not going to be a honey hole, at least from what I saw. I would have to go back again, dig through, but it seemed like from what I saw, it was kind of the stuff that nobody else wanted from their collection kind of thing. But I was still able to find some cool ones. So this first one, I'm going to go right off the bat, get this over with. If there's any kids watching, don't. Pause this for about 30 seconds. This first book is by Garth Ennis, and it is a very offensive cover. It even says it on the front here. So, again, this is going to be very sexually explicit. So, if you have kids, don't watch. If you're at work, don't watch for about 20 seconds or so. So, you've been warned. 3, 2, 1. This is a series called Dicks by Garth Ennis. This is issue number 6. It is an offensive cover. A very, very creepy individual cooking up a stew. A little plate there of, as the title suggests, man. So, yeah, I had to get it. Hopefully this video doesn't get me kicked off of YouTube. I guess basically I would just edit that part out, right? But yeah, if it does, I'll edit it out and repost the video. But there you go, man. I had to get it. I'm sorry. I also did find Batman 217. It is definitely a low-grade copy, but as a Batman fan, you know, you find some lowish numbers. You know, usually you're digging through 400 or 500. So I mean, to find a 200 was actually pretty cool. So I did pick that one up, and that was it. Like I said, for the comics. So from here on out is going to be some toys that I got. Or actually, no. Let me do... I got one video game. So let me go ahead and show the video game. I picked up a copy of Jak 3 for the PlayStation 2. This is one of my favorite series of all time. And I have them all in both the greatest hits and in the regular, original, you know, black label version. Jak 3 was the only one I was missing the black label, so they had a couple of them there, so I picked that up, and that will complete, like I said, Jak 1, Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and then Jak 3, all in regular and greatest hits versions. So, now for the figures, they had so much McFarlane and Spawn stuff, from the manga series to just... Oh, it was awesome. So hard not to get everything. Tried to get ones that I don't have in my collection already. So this is Spawn 4. Well, the version of Spawn is Spawn 4. This is going to be, I don't know exactly what wave, Series 4 it looks like. If I go off of the little S4 there. But definitely, you know, later on. Not the original series that came... Or no, I'm sorry. Series 12, if I show you the back, it says right there at the bottom. Actually, it also shows it right here. So this is Series 12. So as I said, one of the later ones, but this is still really, really cool. I do like this little breakdown here. Wind the barrel clockwise, press trigger to release. a very, very badass version of Simmons there. So yeah, I really, really, I mean, all those accessories and everything, that is definitely one that you don't want to miss. The Gatling gun has spinning action. Um, One of my favorite designs of Spawn is Curse of Spawn. It is just so badass. So this is going to be Curse of Spawn 2. Straight from the pages of the comic book, with posable wings and positionable bats. Yeah, I mean, the design on this one, my wife actually was even like, alright, that's pretty cool. You gotta get that. So, yeah, this is a very, very cool looking one. Here's the back of this one. And as you can see, in very good condition. It's in a basement, so it's not like you're dealing with sun damage coming in. And, you know, I mean, whether they've bought them or people have traded them in, I mean, these are usually, you know, you find these Spawn stuff with all kinds of yellowing and crap. And so everything was in really good condition, which I was very happy with. Made it easy to pick these up. This one I was beyond happy to find. These are a lot harder. If you are a Spawn fan, if you collect the figures, these later series are very tough to find. So this is Spawn Image 10th Anniversary with a really, really cool Spawn design action figure there. And you'll see on the back here what came out during that. Shadowhawk, Savage Dragon, Cyber Force. He's going to come with the, you know, cross little statue diorama in the back. You can see it's a large package, that's what she said, because you're going to fit that cross in the base and all that in the back there. Very cool artwork there. But yes, I mean, I have never found one of these in the wild before. To be honest, not even just this one. I mean, like, I haven't found this series. So to finally find one of these was a must-have for sure. And everything super relatively priced. You went on eBay, you know, if you look them up on eBay, they're going for what they're going for on there, what they're selling for. If the condition was a little bit worse, then they lowered it worse. Like, it felt good. The few things that I have looked up of what I purchased, it makes me confident that I can go to that store and I don't have to look up every single thing there, because I can now have the confidence that they're pricing their stuff reasonably. And that goes for all of the figures that I bought. So, I mean, sure, could you go there and maybe find an outlier? Yes. But it seems that they do a pretty good job of pricing their stuff, and I really appreciate that. And for me, that drives business. You know, I want to go there. It's such a cool shop. I want to go there and shop. I want to walk away with some of that awesome product that you have. I hate when places have a cool spot like this, crazy stuff you've never seen before, and yet they price it so crazy that, you know, that's why it's still there. And so the fact that these guys price correctly is very much appreciated for me. Will definitely make me a repeat visitor to this location. And I'll have a good time because I know I can go and I can just start grabbing stuff, you know, again, feeling confident that the pricing is, you know, relatively on point. So I just figured that was something I wanted to throw out. Now, this is going to be the last item. We all have toys from our childhood that you remember playing with, and some of them maybe you forget. I have done, as in my collection, I've been picking up toys that I used to have as a kid. If I find it and I used to have it, I need to get it again, right? And a lot of them I remember instantly. I'm like, yes, or I'm hunting certain things in particular that I know I used to have, right? This is one that I forgot about. I forgot about this toy. I forgot about this series. And then as soon as I saw it, I mean, pure nostalgia, you know, dopamine hit. And it was like, oh my God. I used to love this one. So, X-Men from the Phoenix Saga series. And Got the Space Wolverine with the space armor. I showed this off on the low grades, and I think Bubs Comics was saying how much of a pain in the ass that helmet was to stay on. That is facts. I'm pretty sure I definitely lost most of the accessories as a kid, but man, I had this, and again, look at the condition. I mean, is it perfect? No, but it's not yellowed. You know, it's a little bit bent. You know, you've got a little bit of wear that you can see on the board, but all in all, this thing is in amazing condition. So here's the full series. The only ones I remember having is going to be that guy, Warstar. I had the Space Wolverine, obviously, and then the Phoenix one. Those are the only three. I actually didn't have any of the rest of the stuff that is shown here on the card. But really, really cool pickup for me. Let me go ahead and refocus that so you can read there. But yeah, this was super awesome find. And again, the condition just makes it that much better. And yeah, so that is it. I love finding stuff like this in particular. Don't get me wrong, I really liked the Spawn stuff I got. I really loved finding, you know, this one in particular. So that's why for me, like, this shop is amazing. This is a shop that's gone viral, tons of visitors, and yet I was able to personally find two things that mean a lot to me. A series that I never find in the wild, ever, and a action figure from my childhood that I completely forgot about. These two pickups mean a lot to me. So it was a great place. It was awesome. It was awesome. We had a really good time there. So if you're ever in the area, San Jose, California. I've never really been there that often. I went there one time. So it was really, really cool. We found some really cool restaurants. There's like a nightclub there called Social, which is like a nightclub slash restaurant bar. They got a little bowling alley, a little arcade. So it was a really good time there. So I do highly recommend it. But yeah, and then swing by the game shop. Yeah, Gameshop Downstairs, as they call it. It's right there, right across from San Pedro Square. And like I said, just be prepared. It's a little warm and toasty down there. You're in a basement with a lot of other people. It's very busy. The place has gone viral. And yeah, but other than that, man, it is awesome. I highly recommend it. I cannot wait to check that place out again, see what new stuff they've got. So in the meantime, till next time. Oh, actually, you know what, real quick, man. You know, I've shown off all this Spawn stuff. My last video was a Spawn unboxing. Let me just show you guys some pictures of childhood and like why I am the way that I am. So this is gonna be a little longer video, but bear with me here. So we got, for those of you wondering, you know, how long have you been a Spawn fan? Since childhood. My dad was a Spawn fan. He got me into it. So there's little James. I don't even know when this picture would have been taken or how old I was, but that is me for Halloween one year in my Spawn costume. I actually kept that costume for a really long time until it like literally deteriorated from sitting in the closet. We also have little James here with some, we got some Mega Blocks, but if you also look, we got Bishop X-Men toy along with some Gargoyles. I was a huge Gargoyles fan, still am. I've been picking up some of those. I don't know, is that a Wolverine on the floor too? I think, maybe. But yeah, I was a huge Gargoyles fan. Love the Gargoyles. Been picking up the current comic as well. But yeah, so some Gargoyles and some X-Men there. And then the last one here is going to be me. This had to have been, I don't know, a birthday or a Christmas haul. But look at that. Street Sharks, Gargoyles, that Saber-tooth. Dude. So, yes, if you're wondering why and what I mean when I'm talking nostalgia and picking up all this stuff, this is why. Because this is the stuff I had as a kid, and I love it. And I have been hunting to get all this stuff back. I will say, one of the things I don't have from my childhood, I have zero Street Shark stuff. I have the comic, but I do not have any of the toys. I have had a hard time finding those out in the wild. So, Street Sharks is still on my radar. But yeah, anyways, okay, that is now gonna do it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna edit this video, and till next time, appreciate you all. Stay safe, and Comic Raider is out, man. Deuces.